Home Depot.
We go here maybe thrice a week.
Here we are again.
Week 4.
So glad you stopped by.
Don't be weird. Alright, we are starting a new week. It feels slow because we're doing a lot of the prep work for paint, like repairing walls, mudding, caulking, trim, scraping walls. It's not that exciting, but we'll try to make it exciting. We did do 2 fun projects.
I put an exhaust fan in the bathroom, so there was no fan. It wasn't like a replacement, and I had to drill through the brick wall, which was very challenging.
That was fun. And then I built a little Nook bench thing in the kitchen.
It turned out really good.
It did. It's very cute. And I added some LED light strips that's on a motion thing, so it's very fancy. So we'll show that. And we're at Home Depot getting more trim because I ran out of trim. Let's go. And we're here early, so we're with all the contractors. It's really packed.
Steer me.
We got the goods. We mostly came for the trim. And we also got a 5-gallon bucket of white paint. How exciting.
Never bought that much in one color. You know what I gotta do?
We clearly don't have a truck. Let me see the end of them. Oh dang. These are 16 footers. Will they go back anymore? So don't joust someone?
Maybe.
We've got our painting station all set up. It's actually very nice out here, so.
We've got our happy workers.
We've made a horrible discovery.
So in this bedroom wall, there basically is a lot of rot in this wall. So all of these studs that are running up, all these studs are rotted off, and so the wall can literally.
Fine.
But I'm gonna make it better. I will, promise.
We're gonna fix it. Just, you know.
Just gonna take more energy and time. So this project was a project we didn't even realize we would need to do. But this wall, every single stud was rotted out, and they had made repairs before. I've taken the sistered repaired off and then have done pressure treated stuff. I've replaced this whole like little sill plate, whatever you call that. That's probably not the right term. And this was like completely rotted. I almost could just pull it out even with screws in it. We're going to put a termite treatment down here because it's pretty close to the ground, and hopefully that will prevent it from ever happening again. But I've kind of like peeled up the drywall, and then we're gonna put it back down, and I have some patches right here. And that took way too long.
We are back at our house.
Lunch break.
Lunch break. We do this every day. I'm eating a bagel with peanut butter because we have no food. Josiah ate.
Peanut butter jelly. My favorite sandwich.
Wow. We'll be back soon. Welcome to the kitchen dining room area bench nook thing. I'm about to build little corner benches here. So I was putting some chairs so I could get a reference, an idea of how to do it. I got my dimensions here. And let's build the frame. Okay, I got my frame cut. I need to cut another one, but I have no room in here. Josiah's working on this wall. There's stuff everywhere. So I just cut one. Okay, I've hit my head on this twice, so that's fun. And it hurt my finger.
You know what's worse than that?
What?
Hitting your head on it 3 times.
Anyways, Made the frames. They took much longer, but they're done. And now I need to figure out the outlet situation. These outlets are too high, so I gotta lower them somehow. Here's the outlet situation. So whoop, this one, the wires were long enough that I can just drop it down, and I'm going to pull from that one and have an outlet actually in the bench. And then this one, the wire is not long enough, so I'm gonna have to put a junction box there, and then I'm putting an outlet lower into the bench, and from that I'm gonna put a switch on that outlet, and we're gonna put LED lights on the bench. It's a new day, and I'm starting with pocket holing all of my legs using the Craig jig. It's super easy, so let's do that. This took way longer than I thought it would. So I was taking off the trim and found a little ant nest. Great. All right, they're in and partially electricaled. And I put bottoms in the bottom, so when you open it to store things, you're not just storing it on the floor. Did this wiry thing that took me a really long time and many tries, but I wired a switch, a motion switch, to this outlet. And now the motion switch turns on the outlet. We're gonna have LED lights in there that will be on a motion and turn on and off. It took me a long time. Very tired.
All right, as we previously said, we are adding an exhaust fan. We have all the wires and stuff here. I purchased it the other day, and the challenge of this is going to be exhausting it out of the house where it terminates not right above this window, which is basically the whole entire bathroom. So I'm gonna have to cut through this outer layer, and this is brick, so it's gonna be a challenge. But I've done this fan before. I'm about to drill this 4-inch hole through 2 layers of brick. I have my drill just hanging out. There's a super long, thick bit, but this could take a while. I'm gonna put a time lapse on. We'll see how quickly I actually get it done. It's 7:19. I'll tell you how many minutes it takes me. All right, it's taken me, it's now 7:34, so that's 15 minutes, and I got through the stucco and then the kind of the wire mesh. There happened to be a nail right where I was drilling, which might have made it a little harder. And now the layers of brick. That's not wood, even though it looks like wood, it's brick. It'd be a 2-dayer. I basically tore through my whole drill bit. It's very hot. Well, it's 8 o'clock now. I don't want to make enemies with the neighbors, so I'm gonna stop. The hole is semi through. I can like reach my hand all the way through, see? Into like the bathroom ceiling, but there's still, I gotta like chisel out some bricks in the way. Once you kind of knock a brick out of the way, the whole saw really doesn't work, and it's pretty dull now. So I'm throwing in the towel tonight, and it'll be tomorrow's problem.
Okay, I got it trimmed out. Looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna put the lid on it. Okay, here it is. This looks dang good. So the top I'm gonna put on hinges. So I haven't done that yet because I don't have my gas strut. That's in the mail. But it's all there. I wired the outlet, or that switch is for an outlet inside. That will have an LED strip.
All right, as you can see, a lot's been happening here. Anna finished that. Here is where we had a bunch of carpenter ants eat a bunch of this wood. So I put a new, kind of like a bottom frame, and then I reblocked these 3. I also sprayed a insect killer treatment that we've already had. Then I add some more insulation because the stuff that was in there was pretty nasty. All right, it's the next day, and I did it. The hole is complete, and I tore up my arm quite a bit. It's hard to see, but just reaching my hand in that hole, it kind of, there's the stucco, there's like this chicken wire on the outside, and you can see it right here on the edges, and it kind of cuts at your arm, but I did it. So now I'm gonna go inside. The hard part is gonna be attaching the hose. I might try to throw the hose into the hole, and then I'm gonna kind of reach in and then see if I can attach it. I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. Okay, I've struggled to put this box in the ceiling forever. I had to build my own little frame around it. Now I'm gonna tie it back together and see if everything works again. Here, But out in the alley is where I've been spending most of my time. And this is what I have to show for it. This took way longer than I wanted to. Do you see it? There it is in all its glory. I gotta do a little patch right there, but let me take you outside. See, flaps open, there's a nice breeze. And the light, it works. And then we have a separate switch for the fan. So you can have just the 2 lights on.
It is Bluetooth.
And you can play your music.
Fancy.
So does it feel like we're leaving this house today on a win or a loss?
Fine.
All right, this is what Anna was doing. Show us the features.
Don't look too close.
She got this trim.
The walls are crap, so I can't make the corners good.
We gotta do, that was the wall we did all the repair on.
Then this, so basically we're gonna do a piece of quarter round on top of all the trim existing, and then we have to replace some trim to make it look a little bit better.
I didn't even look at this side yet. Look at that. And over here. So many little angles. So I just spent like the last 30 minutes fixing our sewer stack that comes from the second unit, and it comes through the basement, so I can see where it comes out. And there was patch after patch on this one spot that wasn't done right. So look at this. So here's the spot that I cut out, and they put a gasket, they put caulk, they put a, I guess what do you call it, clamp, and it really overlapped about maybe half an inch. And that's just really in that metal band. I'm not gonna touch it. That's straight poop. But that was dripping in our basement. And now it's fixed. So I'll show a clip of what it looks like now. All right, in unit 2, we got a bunch of holes. I'm gonna patch them all up today. There's 4 there. And then above the electric panel, there's another 4 more. There's 8 total.